Hello guys, we're going to start here in just a second, just going to share the link here. Alright, so we're finally getting BWN stuff going. We had a slight delay because I ended up getting 2K24 after we set stuff up in 2K23, so had to reset stuff. The only real difference... Oh, let me check audio. Okay. The only real difference is we went to 2 brands instead of 3, so that's something to keep in mind there. Outside of that, things should be about the same. Another thing I need to make sure. We want... What's... We don't want no commentary, because we're the commentary. Alright, gonna hop into universe mode. Gonna give it a minute, because I want to give Greyman a chance to hop on. Alright, so while we're waiting here... So how this is going to work is pretty much me and Grandman are going to be trying to competing for best show. How the scoring will go is it'll be a combination of the stars earned in the show, maximum amount is 25, and then there'll also be a grading scale for story stuff. Now the story stuff, the grade for that is pretty much, it's a little bit more of a pass-fail system. Pretty much how it works will be you need the minimum of storytelling for the booking, and then you can earn extra when you do more posts of story stuff in between the booking posts. That's how it'll work. Um, and how this is going to work for this month is whoever's in the lead in the month will earn the right to crown the BWN champion at our first pay-per-view event. If there's a tie after 2 weeks for the lead, then we'll have an inner promotion face-off for the championship. So that's how it's gonna work. So how the story got undergone here? All right. So how it went along here? So we kind of get things slightly going up here. What is in news? Anything? No. I wouldn't think so. I like how they keep us having these like historical stuff when we change everything. All right. All right, let's get this going here. Yeah, I forgot they got rid of show intros. Alright, so what's new in 2K23 and is here in 2K24 is rivalry actions. And pretty much what that is this is that's kind of the cutscene stuff. So what's new in this one too, as opposed to prior ones, I don't know if it was in 2K23 or not, but you can edit stuff during the show as you go. So it doesn't. This is kind of a interesting thing because I have been doing 2K19 stuff, and in that game you're kind of set once you select, but it does run more like a show would, as opposed to something like this. So it's kind of apples and oranges. Options would be nice, but we'll see. So I also wanted to give some time here so Grayman gets a chance because he may want to do some rivalry stuff with some of these matches. So I want to give him a minute to get in here so he can commentate a little bit here on some stuff. Now, you don't have to if you don't want to. We're at a rivalry. Free mode. Okay, we'll start with them here. Now, I think we want free mode on. So you got a lot of options here. Yeah, I will. I'll do that in game. I was just about to get to that here. So yeah, I'm definitely doing all that live too. There's no way I'm gonna. So what we got here is we got a lineup here tonight. DIY, they're gonna be challenging the Road Warriors here for the tag titles. AJ Styles to defend his title against RVD, and Sasha or Mercedes will challenge Bayley to in a ladder match for that woman's title. Kairi Sane and Alexa Bliss will also be active. Well, what it is how it works is So you got free mode here. So how that works is, well, the difference is when you have free mode on, you can select any action. When it's off, the actions you can select are dependent on the status of the rivalry. Now, from what I read, most people agree that having free mode on is the preferred way to go. But you can experiment with that as you wish. Yeah, so with free mode off, you can't select these. But with free mode on, everything is selectable. So these choices with free mode off, it's different. So I'll leave that up to you how you want to run it. But you can do these for how as many matches as you want. However, you're limited to 4 rivalries though. So that's something you got to keep in mind. 4 rivalries per show. So you have to keep that in mind when you start stuff. Yeah, I forgot specifically, but from what I read is that with free mode off, it does kind of limit you a little bit. When it with free mode on, you can let things get a little bit more crazier. Before I start talking too much out of my ass, let me double check my sources. Yeah, so free mode just pretty much means you can use any cutscene you want. But when you have it off, then it's determined on the momentum swing. Because how it works is, it's pretty much like it's all like based around like the build up to the next PLE or pay per view event. So as the momentum swings based on match results, one side could have more options to do stuff than the other side. Right now it's 50-50, so it's all about the same. But like I said, I'm a little bit rough on the information, so there is kind of an experimental process that we'll probably have to go through to kind of really figure things out. But yeah, like I said, it's up to you. Not free mode. Okay, I'll do that when we get there. Separate. Okay. Do you want these two teams to have a rivalry as well, or do you just want to focus on Eddie and Brett? Not free. Okay, so okay, so actions. Yeah, we can. Be a dick. Yeah. Okay. All right. I can pick disrespect, and we can pick what stuff here. We could do sleight of handshake, return to disrespect. So a lot of these we can't do. Surprise match enforcer. So up to you, Gray Man. Now, after this show, when you kind of have an idea on some things, you can, like, if we get, once we get the hang of things, we could pre-select this stuff too as we go as well. That way we can kind of have everything set up, but some of this stuff may be out of our hands too. Some of it, the computer may just do whenever, so we also have to kind of flow with what things get thrown at us as well. But yeah, as the matches were announced, Eddie Guerrero cut a promo. He said, "Brett, I have a bone to pick with you. You walk around here saying you are the best there was maybe, the best there is ever going to be. For sure not. The best there is right now. Hell no, amigo, soy el mejor." Well, there you have it. Brett and Eddie will be the last match of the night. Sure, well, semi-main event. Sure sucks we have to cancel a 45-minute electric ropes battle royal for Andre the Giant's soul, but sometimes that is how the cookie crumbles. But that's... But yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, 5 of these you can pick from. Give you an extra second on each of these to read them. Yeah, I'd say return disrespect. So I'll read these two because the text is pretty tiny. After being disrespected by Johnny Gargano with a deceitful handshake offer at the sound of the bell, Road Warrior Hawk puts them in their place with a hard slap across the face to the crowd's approval. The mind games at the start of the match get turned around, giving Road Warrior Hawk the early advantage in their match. Okay, that's return to disrespect. All right. What? Oh, you could also select skies too, but we'll just leave it as is. Alright, and now you can add an action here as well. And how it works is too, you can give both them actions, and then it'll randomly select which one to go with. Now, if one side has more momentum than the other, then it'll go with that other one, I think. There's a little bit to kind of digest with that. But I'll let you decide if you want to do that or not, because I know that. Yeah, Gray Man. Um, Kind of the same limitations on actions as the other guys. You don't need to. I don't believe so. No. We can. I think we can just do the one there. Yeah, I believe we can just do run with the LOD, the Road Warrior one, and leave that blank. So we'll put that there. We'll save it. And we'll worry about Eddie and Brett a little bit later on, but let's get things going here. Oh, we got. Oh, jeez. I guess it switched to one-on-one with the disrespect thing. Um. Hold on. Um. I can quit if you want to change things. I will allow that because we are learning this for the first time. Yeah, let's quit this. Let's remove it. The Road Warriors should made the tag champs. We'll save. Yes, tag titles. Yep, I got everything else. I don't know why it's. Let me edit. Hi, Eli. Let me make super sure. It's weird. I did put these for titles. I don't know why they're not. Okay. What the heck? I set all these to title matches. That is so weird. Well, all right. Now, well, so after that, do you want to do any rivalry action? Well, actually, you know what? I wonder if I don't know how rivalry actions work with title stuff. Um, so if you, so what do you think, Gray Man? Do you still want to try to make some rivalry stuff between the two teams, or do you just want to just have the title match? Only if it works. Uh, just do the match, right? Yeah, I know. It's a learning process. I will say, for those of you watching, the rest of these should be a lot quicker than this one. But we're getting things going. But yeah, Eli, you're a little late to the party there. I kind of have things set up. I had to give Tuesday to Gray Man. Um, but if you're gonna do stuff, you're gonna have to be very consistent with the story stuff. That's gonna be a big thing. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And the cool part too is when we actually watch these matches, I can control the camera, so we can kind of do different angles and stuff as we go. Oh, look at that. Yes.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa D.
That's a lot, but I don't know if it's like the Hollies, because I know the Hollies are worth well over 400 pounds.
At a combined weight of 560 pounds, the Tag Team Champions, the Road Warriors.
Single Hollies over for it. Yeah, exactly. You know, I hope in the next game they let you do custom refs, because that'd be awesome to do. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Forgot, how did, free camera. Yeah, because you could do special guest referee matches, but... And the thing is, they have refs in the game. Like, they put in, like, the ref names and everything. The German suplex, yeah. The funny thing about creating a wrestler in this game is that the medium grapple moves and the strong grapple moves, a lot of them are the same. Like, a lot of, not always, but there's a lot of flexibility in where you can put small and medium and strong grapples. Ooh.
That's a good tap.
Okay, let's see, what's free camera? R3, okay. Ooh, nope. Ooh. Ooh, counter. Yeah, exactly. Oh! Oh, he's stunned. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Belly slam. Oh, big splash. Working that arm a little bit. Ooh. Tag made. Oh, can he make it? He does. Hot tag. Oh, German with the bridge. The moves by Triple H. Yeah. Yeah, and R-Truth knows how sneaky Tommaso can be. Oh. Oh, right there. Hot tag. Ooh. Oh, neck breaker. Oh, it's going to the ground. Oh, he knocks him. He's punching him. Oh! 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 Oh no, he's gonna attack Tommaso here. Oh, now he's gonna... Oh! Hawk and Gargano really just want this to be a one-on-one match. Oh, an axe bomber. Oh my god, the Road Warriors maintained.
Here are your winners, and still tag team champions, the Road Warriors.
Three stars. Let's kick things off. Alright, now we got Kairi Sane and Alexa Bliss. Now, fair warning to you, Gray Man, about the... Yeah, I did. There's nice little details there. Fair warning, Gray Man, I unfortunately, did not... kind of messed up the timing of it. I don't know. I don't think this Alexa Bliss has the Bray Wyatt Fiend style stuff. I didn't get a chance to look and download it, so she doesn't have that in this, but I can add it for the following episodes though. So just something I wanted to warn you about there. Okay. Yeah, and that's the thing too. This is more. I like to think of BWN as kind of something that's more on the story side of things. Like the thing with TWN is as much it's kind of weird because wrestling people can be very everyone has their own way how they like wrestling. But there's really two classes I seem to find the most. There's a class that's like there needs to be stories or it's not worth it, and then there's the other side that's like just let me see in-ring action, that's all that matters. Despite all the other tastes of stuff, it always seems to come back down to those two camps. And TWN, no matter how hard we try, is more about the in-match stuff. And I kind of wanted this to fill the story side of things.
Making her way to the ring from Yamaguchi, Japan, Reed Shane.
Believe it or not, Kairi Sane's not in the game yet. There are some people that we are using that isn't, that will be in the game during one of the DLC packets, but she's in one in November, so it's gonna be a minute before we get actual Kairi Sane. You know, it's funny, Gray Man, with the change of rosters, you actually gained 5 people on your roster compared to 2K23. One thing I also have to keep an eye out on is in prior universe modes, when you put guys in, like in 2K19, their allies enemies tag list is blank in universe mode, but in these games they're all ported over into it. So if you want like a completely blank slate kind of thing, you almost have to like go into them and clear them out, because Styles is part of the OC in this game, and they have his stuff listed with the OC people even though they're not in universe mode. So that's something to have to keep in mind there.
From Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, she has the doll, though. I wasn't anticipating that. Alright. Yeah, I think maybe starting out, maybe if you're going to do rivalry stuff, maybe stick it to singles, because from what I can tell, it seems like with a lot of tag rivalry options, it seems like it leans towards having the single partners going against each other. But I don't know. I haven't experimented much with it. I'll have to do some experimentation on my show as well. I mean, writing down the match rating. Yeah, it's not that hard to follow. I mean, we're pretty much just going at stars, and it's total stars, not average. So it's not anything. I'm trying not to be very stat heavy with this one. This is, like I said, this is strictly like story driven stuff. So they always chop. Yeah, I heard of that. Yeah, they had. Yeah, I read about that. Like, they're the best wrestlers in the company. I read that somewhere too. It's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. But I mean, I have read that a lot of wrestlers in the industry considered a lot of famous jobbers as some of the best wrestlers in the industry, like Broken Brawler and stuff, because they're selling and everything, and the way they do moves, like, because they have to be really good at eating shit when it comes to getting their asses kicked and not actually get hurt. And that's something that might be tougher to do than people realize. And I think that's why the first thing they teach at wrestling school is how to bump. Because knowing how to bump is probably the most important thing you can know how to do as a wrestler, because it pretty much teaches you how to get hurt with minimal getting hurt. But there's times even then that could be impossible to do. Like if you're gonna get hit with a chair, you're getting hit with a chair. Like, there's no way around it. Now to Coburg first. That reminds me, Graham, I know I said this in the last stream, but since you got 2K24 on Steam, the community creations is cross-platform, so if there are some guys you want to create to put in RCW, I'm good with that. I might also, if it's taking me a minute to get RCW stuff going, I may ask for some help in recreating some guys too, to kind of get it going. Yeah, because I know we're at 21. Okay. I know we're at 21 right now. Because I hate that it's still at 100. I want to try to also review GM mode in this game, and I want to try. Ooh, counter. I also want to try to whatchamacallit? I also want to try to do in GM mode, try to do it all like Invasion era based, so we got like Attitude era guys, WCW, NWO era guys, ECW guys. Ooh, missed that one a little bit. But I have to be really picky on some of that stuff because I want to leave room for some new RCW members, but I also want to make sure there's enough reps in all three. Now, thankfully, this game is pretty kind with the eras of those three, but I will have to be careful on who's gonna be in. Oh, wins with the snap DDT.
Here is your winner, Alexa Bliss.
Another 3 stars there. I haven't messed with the computer settings or difficulty at all, so I don't know like how it on standard is going to make a difference. That might be something we may have to experiment with as we go along. Alright, next match for the Elite Championship. Now, all these titles in these shows are technically mid-card titles. They're not the main belts, but... Well, in 2K23, I messed with the settings for RCW stuff. That's why stuff might have varied a little bit. Yeah, because here's the thing. In this game, too, the specialty matches, they typically get higher numbers than the standard match. So, it can vary. I think overalls do make a difference there. I think if 2 guys are in the 80s to 90s, it might lead to higher rated matches than with lower tier guys. So that's something to keep in mind there too. Alright. Let's get this one going here.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Men's Championship.
I made it an Extreme Rules match, but we can create custom matches in this game. So you can, when you get a chance to explore your game, you can kind of send me over like how you want stuff, or I could create stuff live too in the game. And if you want specific roles and matches, I don't know if I want. I think for specialty matches, I think we'll be free to custom. For normal matches, we may want a universal rule, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, yeah, the first episode, I don't really have a lot of high expectations for, like, story and rivalry stuff, because it's the first one. You're kind of seeing where all the first steps are going to go towards. That extra stuff will definitely be more for the next shows. Yes. Yeah. He's right. As far as I know, he still is. He might be a... That's a good question. He's still signed with them. He's not going anywhere, I don't believe. He might be taking a break to heal from stuff, I imagine. Cause I think they're trying to figure out what to do with him right now. Although I wouldn't be surprised if, with all the stuff they're doing with TNA, especially related to Joe Hendry, I wouldn't be surprised if they do a little mini talent exchange and maybe do some stuff in TNA, maybe. Because he's still technically, I don't even remember if he still has a stable or not. Yeah, he might be swimming around a little bit. I also heard, yeah, and I also read somewhere too, because I know for a while WWE was trying to get a gajillion organizations started around the world, like WWE Europe, WWE this or that or whatever. But then when Triple H and all of them retook charge, they realized that it'd be a hell of a lot easier and still have the same results just to have working relationships with all already existing promotions. Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Like, that'd be a great, like, way to wrap up his career where he started at. Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing, like, in terms of making money and popularity and stuff, it will cost WWE a hell of a lot more and will alienate a lot more people if they started all these, like, location-based branches and put other people out of business, as opposed to just friendly working with already established promotions for getting talent from their pools, and they don't alienate anybody. It's a win-win working it like that, as opposed to just trying to create, like, hey look, Japanese WWE. By Stone Cold. Oh, Stone Cold roast everybody. Oh, RVD already bring out a ladder match. This is ladder. This is not a TLC or ladder match. It's just Extreme Rules. So, obviously, when it comes to ladder usage, it's probably going to be for other nefarious purposes. Ooh, rolling hell kick. Ooh. 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 The ultimate of the Van Dams there. Oh, a kendo stick. Oh! 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 Yeah, he is. Oh. Disco Inferno is a very polarizing wrestler. To be honest, he could have at that time maybe worked for WWE pretty reasonably well, but I don't know. Like, the problem with Disco Inferno in terms of in-ring stuff is that his moveset isn't very rich. I mean, his most unique move is his stunner finisher, and there's no way in hell that WWE's would let him use that. And they wouldn't let him use a pile driver either, so what's left is pretty much the swinging neck breaker, which almost half the roster uses then. So, yeah, he's kind of a tricky guy there for that stuff. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of guys. Yeah, that's a common thing among a lot of those guys, and you know, and that's always persisted. Even then, there's definitely plenty of people that did not like Vince at all. Ooh. Oh! Oh, he kicked out. Grab the sledgehammer. Ooh! He might have. I know when World Wrestling All-Stars was a thing for like 10 minutes, he worked there. He might have done some things in TNA, but here's the thing. Oh, a cradle pile driver. Alright. I just want to say this. Oh, RVD wins the championship!
Here is your winner, and new men's champion, Rob Van Dam!
3 stars. Here's the thing, like, I'm gonna point issue at the way the 2K people select the movesets of these guys, because when they put Sandman together, they didn't even give him the Russian leg sweep as a finishing move. It's like 2 sit-out pile driver variations, and the signatures were top rope moves. So I might have to make adjustments in some areas, because because I know for a fact that I probably put a hell of a lot more work in researching movesets than some of these guys in these video games do. Because looking at some of these, I'm just like, I can do this way better than they can. That might be the pride in me and the ego. Alright, so 3 threes there. Alright. Now, well, the thing with this game is that moves, the damage of moves does change depending on what slot you put them in. It's not like Fire Pro where there's set damage no matter what. So you can have a guy's signature be like an arm drag takedown, and it can cause the same amount of damage as any other. I mean, the body part and areas could vary, but it'll still be treated as a signature move. Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I haven't really experimented with it, but I think that's the main thing with it. Yeah. So I might even have to adjust some guys in game like Sandman because it's fucking. And look, and I understand Sandman's moveset isn't exactly rich, but it's pretty obvious his finishing move's the Russian leg sweep. Now I know they didn't have him use it in WWE as a finishing move. Really, I think in WWE they pretty much had like the Rolling Rock as his big move, and then the maybe the San Kunrana or whatever. But if you look at games he was in during the when he was in WWE, they didn't have that move as a move for him. Yeah. But yeah, Grayman, do you want to experiment with rivalry stuff with this match, or do you want to just save that for next time? Because I know with the tag stuff it's a little weird, but I don't think it'll be weirder with this match here. Okay. All right. So, do we want Eddie to do an action or Brett to do an action? Or we could put both in. All right. Let's see what we have here. We have Disrespect. Ambush. Now, I don't know if there's promo option stuff in this. We can have them attack. Can't do those. Sportsmanship. Can't do that. We can do cheap shot. Disrespect. Showdown. Cash in. But that's only if we have a money in a bank. Yes, November of 97. Disrespect. Yeah. Pompous tag partner. Okay. Sleight of handshake. Turn of disrespect. These are kind of familiar. So it seems like they kind of have like surprise match enforcer. Why can't we pick all? I think because free mode isn't on. Um, trash talk from the stage. But I think that replaces Brett's. It looks like to make that work, Brett would have to face somebody else. Um, so if we want options for all of these, we would have to turn free mode on. Because right now it's based on the momentum that Eddie Guerrero has in the rivalry, which each one's 50-50. It should. So the facts of it is Eddie Guerrero gets 25% of something and it increases his disrespect trait. It doesn't cost any momentum. Yes, he left very briefly. Then he came back. Then I forgot when he passed away. Do you want Brett to have any? Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing there. Exactly. Okay, so it wasn't too long after he left then. Alright. Yeah, like I will say like those two had a good tag dynamic and their little match for the Euro title was really really good. Yeah, that's a shame. I know Rick Rude was planning a comeback before he passed away. I think so too, because he was really struggling with weight. That was a real struggle he had. All right. But yeah, you just want Eddie to have an action. Well, I think you know what? I'm not sure how it works. I think it randomly picks one. I if it's 50-50, if I don't quite know how it works. I do know if it wasn't 50-50, I'll probably go to either it will go toward the one with the most momentum or it's more likely to go to them, but not always. Okay. All right, let's get this match going then. Okay. There are too many requirements for us to book these on paper without. Yeah, here's the thing when it. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it's yeah, it's yeah, the thing with the main goal with the rivalry actions is to kind of give you guys something to connect, like what you put on paper with story stuff with what happens during the game, so that there's a little bit more of the story stuff taking place live during the stream, as opposed to Fire Pro, which we have to talk about legit everything. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, Shane has a lot of problems with Vince. Like there was some documents released where Vince wanted, like, especially kind of, it seems to really came to a head like during the Ruthless Aggression era into the PG era and onward. I don't know. I think there was still stuff like before then, but I don't know if it was as aggressive. But I know when he really got older and really up there, he was trying to get debauchery going with fucking everybody. Like, he was sharing and telling everything, and people were starting to get sick of it. Ooh. Ooh. Nice, stunned. Oh, counter. Oh, big shot. Oh. Oh, they're trading blows here. Oh, drop kick. That's another thing they add in this game too, is that they did add like trading blow feature, which is really cool. Yeah. $2K20, yeah. I have heard of a very, very small minority of people that do like 2K20. There are things in that game that are interesting, like backstage brawling is like very, very in depth in that game. There's a lot of choices and options for weapons and stuff in that game. That game also technically does have a promo system in Universe Mode like 19. The roster is still huge too. And some people loved the glitches. They thought they were fun, but I don't know. I don't know. All I know is, and this is kind of one of the reasons why I kind of do the 2K games differently than what I do with other sports games when I review them on the channel. On a video I watch, apparently if you download 2K20 while you have 2K19, it will lock you out of playing 2K19. And I am not going to sacrifice 2K19 for 2K20, so I haven't, and I'll never touch 2K20 because of that. Frog splash. Oh no, if I get 2K19 on Xbox, like, I've thought about that, in all honesty, because there's stuff I want to do with 2K19, but I would have to delete more guys than I want to, and it sucks. It sucks that after 10 years we're still locked in at 100, because we should have more than 100 slots for wrestlers. We really should. Because with the way people want to experiment with wrestling games and stuff, 100 isn't going to cut it. Unless they really, really start adding like a bunch of guys to the roster. And they really should, because they own the rights to so many fucking wrestlers. They really should, keep adding as much as possible, even 50 more would make a huge difference. Oh, counter! Well, really, what I'm going to be doing with this game is the top of ECW, WCW, and WWF during the late 90s, early 2000s. Oh, Eddie Guerrero gets the win. And then the RCW stuff. Now, I do plan on including some YWA guys in RCW, at least the top, 6-ish owners or whatever. But we'll see. Because I wouldn't mind doing YWA stuff. Oh, look at this. Another 3-star match. Man, are we going to get anything above 3? Man. Alright. Yeah, well, ooh, you may have to send a text of me that, because I don't know if the game will have that option. That's something we'll have to experiment with. I'll definitely do some experimenting on my show next week. Next show. Yes, go ahead and do that. All right, main event: Mercedes and Bailey in a ladder match for the BWN Wonder Championship. Yeah, I get ya. But yeah, YWA stuff. I have a couple project stuff of YWA stuff in other wrestling games, but I haven't really pulled the trigger on any of them yet. Um, and it's funny, when I first got to K19, I was putting YWA stuff together and I was pretty much done. But when they announced they were shutting down the community store and stuff, I kind of rushed to get as many of the top WCW, ECW, WF guys of the late 90s, early 2000s as I could, because I wanted to be able to do those kind of projects in that game, but it locked me out of doing anything else. So it's just tough. It's tough to do that kind of stuff, because the thing is, if I had 50 more slots even, I could have done it all, but
The following contest is a ladder match and is for the Women's Championship.
Trish is in the game, but oh wait, it's Mercedes Moné. They gave her the Trish Stratus like freaking apron.
Mercedes Moné.
The BWN Wonder title. Nah, YWA stuff's kind of retired in Fire Pro. Everyone's kind of, YWA is kind of, if I'm gonna do YWA stuff again, it's definitely gonna be a different game and different stuff, and it's gonna be different altogether. But it's also one of those things where, or if I'm gonna do it, it definitely has to be something a decent amount of people are on board with, because that kind of stuff, is definitely needs like people into it to kind of make it alive. TWN's still there. It's on a technical break with some exceptions. There is going to be a big TWN pay-per-view in August. DPS is welcome to do his week 2 show whenever he wishes. Once he does that, then promotions will be allowed to do pay-per-views, promotional pay-per-views. I know I'm probably going to do a couple because I'm behind a little bit. Yeah, pretty much. I did post a possible amendment for next season to make things more flexible, so people can kind of do things more in a more open way, but I haven't had a lot of feedback on that yet, so we'll see. Ooh. Oh. Now, I don't know how quick this match is going to be, because when we did RCW ladder matches in 2K23, those matches went very, very quick. So I've tried putting ModPack in my Steam Fire Pro, and I feel like I was close, but the problem is the most recent video guide I had for my thing didn't have things exactly how my computer was. So I couldn't follow it to a T, and it just wasn't enough. So I kind of gave up on that, because I don't know. I'm just not tech savvy enough to just get that stuff going. I get, yeah, like camera control in Fire Pro would be great. Oh. Yeah, I'll try again at some point, because it'd be nice to be able to get it set up, because at some point I will probably like begrudgingly start doing stuff in that as opposed to PS4 version. Oh, got one. Yeah, because in 2K19 it had like 8 slots you had to click, and this one they reduced it to 5, so they made it. They didn't really make it easier, they just made it shorter. Yeah, that's the infamous story there. Yeah, but I'd appreciate that, great man. Yeah, you can adjust match length. I have to look at the range. I can do that after the match here. I think it was Final Bout. I think what it was called. Ooh. Oh, she fell over. Oh, jeez. Well. We got a new champion in a 1-star ladder match.
Here is your winner, and new women's champion, Mercedes Moore.
Alright, 1 star. So, let's see, you have 13 stars. Yeah, well, ending was messed up, that's for sure. But that's the thing, though. Like, I don't know what they did, because ladder matches in 2K19 were... the only thing they changed is they made it easier to get the stuff. Yeah. Okay, so... we'll click continue. News, what do we have? So if we go to edit, so you can have as little as 3 and then as much as 9. Yeah, we can look at the calendar here. So how it works is, so how it's gonna work is we're gonna put our pay-per-view events on the fourth Sunday of per month. Now, since our rosters are pretty large, you have 32 guys. I have about 28, going to be 29 because I have to have one guy. Um, because I still gotta add Brock. Um, so one thing we may do at some point is since our rosters are large and we only are doing 5 matches, I may have a minor show that can interchangeably use any of the rosters and put it on like the day before the pay-per-view, like Saturday, and just kind of, or something like that, or I can even put it on Monday or Wednesday or whatever. Um, Actually, Saturday would probably be best, and then we can have some guys. Yeah, exactly. So we can have some guys get some match time. But yes, the next one will be Malice. It will be mine. Um, all right, Eli. If you still want to do your thing, I'm gonna need your story stuff. I'll give you till. I'll give you till Saturday, and I can put you. I'll get. I'll give you till. I give. I'll give you till Saturday to finish it, and then I'll put you on. Yeah, just follow the models we posted and with some slight abbreviations. Since it's your first show, like you don't have to do like a crazy ton of stuff, but you will have to probably do a little bit more after the fact. Um but yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Like I may do a superstars. I Yeah, I'll give you till Saturday, Eli, because once I do my show, I'm trying to think, cause well, all right, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna advance yet. I will if you can get it by. I will if you can get it to me by Saturday. I can put you in the Wednesday slot. But you got till Saturday, Eli. If you don't if I wake up Sunday and you haven't posted stuff yet, we're gonna have to do this thing without you cause this is different than TWN. It's not something you can just do match bookings on. This is definitely more evolved. So okay. And also it will be something you'll have to be consistent on when you book. So definitely do some long-term planning a little bit on some things. But yes. All right. Okay. Save. All right. Um all right. Free TV, that's a good question. Default is 15 minutes. Um I'd be okay with that. I think if you want to do more than 15, you'll have to save it for a pay-per-view. And there's a lot of variations after 50 minutes. Um, I believe so. I've I may it's for HK next week. That'd be fun. Um, that's a dream match there. That's a shame that never happened, but I believe so. You might have to experiment a little bit. Um, but yeah. Here's the streaming schedule. I do plan on streaming tomorrow. Um, I'm probably I'm not gonna do another one of these because I want to get like Eli, because give Eli time to do stuff. Because I want to give him Wednesday if he's gonna do it. Because I want to leave Saturdays open to do, or Fridays, depending on how the game's programmed, to do a minor show at some point to feature some of the other guys of the rosters. Um, what else? Trying to think. The only other thing I can think of is I'll probably do another multiversal wrestling thing. It is SmackDown versus Raw is the game. I don't remember if I had problems in that game before when I reviewed it with my copy. If that ends up being the case, I'll pick a different game for that stream, so we'll just see. But I hope that isn't the case. And then that'll be the 18th guy. And then I don't know if I'll be doing any other streams that day. Because I am gonna try to do other stuff off screen, hopefully. um, but yeah, that's gonna be the plan. There is that kind of stuff. So definitely keep in mind that that's gonna be. Um, and then Saturday. Trying to think. I don't know what I'll be doing Saturday. Probably something. Um, I'll be watching SummerSlam though, and that's gonna be in the evening though. So I might try to do something in the afternoon, but I'm not sure at the moment what it's gonna be. Maybe some MWL action. Maybe we'll just see. Um, and then after that, well, Sunday will definitely be some BWN stuff. It's either gonna be Eli stuff or my stuff, so we'll just see how things go. But yeah, outside of all that though, oh, fruitcake. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh man. All right. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan for all that stuff. I'm trying to think. RCW stuff. I'll probably start putting that stuff together now that BWN's kind of in full swing. Um, I'm not gonna follow every single redecorating thing in terms of the wrestlers to a T. There probably will be some slight variations just because I don't want to play the copy and paste game because I'm already gonna have to recreate 20 odd wrestlers. I don't really want to make it harder on me than I need to. Um, But like I said, Gray Man, if I at some point I may ask for your help in recreating some models for some guys just to speed the process along, but we'll see. I may not be as hard as I'm thinking it's gonna be, but I'm looking forward to it though because one thing I would love to do is put some super finishers on some of these guys here because I think that'll add a lot. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to mess around with the CPU to try to get the matches to be a little different. Yeah. But I'll probably do that after the week one, so people don't get any different advantages or disadvantages after that. But yeah, one thing though for BWN stuff that is very very long term is I've thought about having promotion exclusive pay-per-views, but I don't want to commit to that fully right away because I do want to see like how everything's gonna go because we could get 2 months into this and everyone's ready to go back jump back to TWN and then that'll take priority. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. I have to do a poll check. I'll probably do it after the August pay per view, which will be in a couple weeks roughly, and we'll see how everyone's feeling. Okay, all right. Well, Eli, you don't have Bull Nakano in your roster. Like you didn't draft her. You're not, you can't, well, you couldn't draft her because there wasn't any like woman stuff available. So you're gonna have to change that. Because in all honesty, Eli, you're really when it comes to the cat, she's really just gonna serve as a manager to people. She's not really good. You're not really gonna be able to use her in matches because since Gray Man has the women's title, like it kind of locks out the other shows for doing women's stuff. It just does. So you're gonna have to adjust that. Yeah, you're gonna have to operate within the roster you drafted in. There's not gonna really be any room for changes on that one. Women's title. Yeah, because in addition, I just read this part too. Like, you don't have a woman's title on your show. It's on Gray Man's show. You don't really have access to that. So you have the cruiserweight title. That's the titles. That's the secondary. That's the specific title you have. Um, yes. When we did the belt draft, you drafted the workhorse title. That's the cruiserweight light heavyweight title. I didn't label it like that in game because it only does it for cruiserweights and not light heavyweight, so just cruiserweight slash light heavyweight or whatever. But however you wish, but whoever you see as a light heavyweight or a cruiserweight or whatever. But yeah, you have a singles tag and cruiserweight slash light heavyweight or whatever. Those are the three stuff you got to work with. I will say this: I should create a roster section for everyone's rosters because with the change of games, it does change things a little bit for some of us. So will do that to make things easier for guys. But yeah, as for the format of your first post, okay, all right. Um, when you say title match, I assume you of course mean that cruiserweight light heavyweight match. You can have that as hardcore rules, of course, but it is technically not a hardcore title. But it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm not gonna be nitpicky on it. As for the format of your post, for the first one, it's perfectly fine. No worries there. But for the following ones, put, you will have to do a bit more with the text. You will have to, I would say, probably do that part in addition to another thing like a promo or a couple promos or something like that from wrestlers. So you'll have to think about those long term. But for now, that'll be fine. So I'll set your thing up. Um, so I'll set your thing up for the Wednesday slot in this, and that'll be the next thing we stream. Since you already have it poked up, I just got to put it together. So I could actually probably do it tomorrow. Actually, in all honesty, I'll just have to see how the day goes. But yeah, I'm gonna call it good for this stream here, guys. Thanks for watching. In case you guys wanted to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab in our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.